What is the crack, lads and ladies? Welcome back to another video. In this video I will be kind of recapping a very up and down 2023, also looking forward to 2024, talking plans, and also you will notice I'm back at home base, you could say. I haven't done a video in this, up against this wall. You'll notice it's kind of under construction. I haven't done a video here in a while. I had a few comments in the last few videos saying the layout of the apartment in the background was not the vibe, as the Gen Zers would say, and I tend to agree. So we'll do a little 2023 look back. We'll look at highlights. We'll talk about, obviously, if you're following the channel properly, you're subscribed, you'll know around June, July, I made the decision to change the name from Guinness Guru to Dara Curran. I will speak in the video about how I really feel like I needed those 6 months. I needed those 6 months to really just figure my shit out in terms of this channel specifically and my kind of content going forward. So yeah, we changed it from, I always say we, but I just feel like saying we, it's more inclusive with all the community. Changed it from Guinness Guru to Dara Curran. I even, when I look back on that video, Time for a Change, very enticing title. When I look back on that video, I didn't exactly do what I said I was going to do. Like in that video, I said I'm still going to do pub stuff, which I kind of did, but I feel like I was trying too hard to get away from the pub stuff. And at the end of the day, number one, I actually have a big passion for pubs, for pub owners who have good stories, characters in pubs, talking to those types of people, learning about history of pubs, pints, obviously, goes without saying. But I think, yeah, I was trying too much to get away from that. And then people know me, yes, for Guinness, but also majorly for just pubs and pints. And that's kind of the thing that I've used the last sort of 6 months to really figure out, like, it's okay. And I'm sure the subscribers will agree. And you'll be going, yes, because you really care about me. This channel is such a big part of your life. But yeah, I needed it. It's like a therapy session, lads. I even feel like I'm back in home base. It feels like good to just chat to you. But I feel like I needed those 6 months to realise that, yeah, I am known for pubs, I'm known for pints, and that's okay. And going forward, yes, I'll still be known as the Guinness Guru, and that's okay. But I just wanted to change the name for many different reasons. One being a little bit more marketable, and that's already proven to kind of work. I'm working with a couple of different brands going into 2024 that I just know that I wouldn't have been able to work with if the whole thing was still called Guinness Guru. So anyway, let's look back on 2023. We kind of say first 6 months would have been Guinness Guru. Still a few good highlights in there. Second 6 months, definitely up and down. We were reviewing food, pizza, steak, chicken wings, burgers. And yeah, like I said, some good content, some shit content. Let's have a look back. So we started off the year, best non-alcoholic drink. You can probably skip past that. Best in Tullamore, Leeds, Shane Lowry's pub. Best Guinness around the Aviva Stadium. Like I do remember even filming these and just having that feeling of like, I don't know how much longer I really want to do this strictly Guinness stuff. Then there's Best Guinness in Dundalk, and I honestly remember walking around just thinking, look, nothing against Dundalk, but I really didn't, regardless of good money, bad money. And it's so funny because you must be watching this going, shut up and just get on with it. Like, you're going around drinking pints. But I guess, I don't know, the urge, the passion was just completely dead and buried at that stage. Now, I'll tell you one video I really thoroughly enjoyed. It's Best Guinness in Amsterdam. And I think possibly in 2024, the window might be open for doing the odd Guinness video. Maybe not even like best going to like 5 different pubs, but something like trying to find a decent pint of Guinness in a European city, because I think Ireland and the UK I've pretty much covered everywhere I want to cover, but those European city videos, they were always just a bit more kind of, I don't know if it was because like I was in a city where, now don't get me wrong, if I'm doing a video in Ireland or England, it's not like everyone is there, oh my god, that's your man. But there's just this feeling of like you're a complete unknown. I sound so pretentious, like I'm famous. But it's just like none of the pubs know anything about what, like you tell them, yeah, I'm doing this video, but they haven't a clue. It just felt a little bit looser. You get to explore these beautiful cities like Amsterdam that I've never really properly explored before, despite being there before. Explored something else, you know what I mean? But yeah, I must say that Amsterdam video was kind of like a diamond in the rough in terms of I was pretty much hating doing the Guinness videos, and then that one I just had absolutely great crack. Then we had worst pints I've ever had. That was one video. I usually say you don't know what videos are going to do well and what won't do well. That was one where I was kind of like, that surely would do well, because for some crazy reason on the old interweb, the World Wide Web, people, especially with pints, you see shit London Guinness page on Instagram has so many followers. People nearly are more interested in seeing bad pints than good pints. Next, we went out to one of my favourite videos I've ever done, out to Connemara to get the cheapest pint of Guinness in Ireland, out to my old mate Colm. He was such a star, and that's really that sort of thing. When I think 2024 videos, I think that sort of thing. Rural Ireland, little hidden gems, meeting absolute characters like Colm, and just chatting about the story of the pub, the history of it, any mad stories. And I just find people who are of a slightly older vintage tend to make the best guests sometimes for these types of videos. Then we had a couple of enjoyable videos. The most northerly pub in Ireland, I really, really enjoyed that. I actually happened to be just going on a kind of personal trip with my missus and her family up to someone that they know who just happened to live in Mallinhead. So we were going to Mallinhead, and that's what inspired that video. I was like, Mallinhead, that's the most northerly point in Ireland. Surely there's a most northerly pub in Ireland. And it happened to, the people we were staying with, it happened to be literally 20 feet away from their house. So it all worked out grand. And that was actually a really enjoyable video. So like, that was it. It was kind of the videos, even though I was having a pint of Guinness, maybe reviewing the Guinness, but it was the videos that I enjoyed while it was still Guinness Guru were the ones where it wasn't about going to 5 different pubs, having 5 different pints of Guinness and trying to pull new adjectives out of my arse for every Guinness. The ones I enjoyed were, you're going to a pub, it's not specifically about the Guinness. Yes, I'll have a pint, but we're talking about the pub, any kind of cool facts about the pub. Then we had the most southerly pub in Ireland, again, one of the most beautiful places, regardless of pub, one of the Crookhaven in County Cork, one of the most beautiful places I have ever been. Then we were kind of winding down the Guinness stuff. Kinsale, Newcastle. I think in Newcastle is when I dropped the bomb that I was probably going to change things up pretty soon. Bundoran again, great little town, but it was just those videos when I was strictly just going to try and review Guinness in different pubs that I just was so bored. Then we released the big one, Time for a Change. And then if you look at my YouTube channel, like, it's so consistent in terms of Guinness before that, and like, you talk about branding, it is a bit of a branding nightmare. You've got Belgian beer, Brussels vlog, Banshee's pub, best steak in Dublin, most expensive pub in Dublin, hotel in London, how many pubs can I visit in an hour, are chicken shops worth the hype? Like, it was just, I was just trying to pull any idea out of my arse that kept sort of in the realm of food and beverage and kind of reviewing and stuff like that. But I just found out pretty early. Like, I filmed like 4 videos in London in like one day, and I was like, these are going to explode. This worst hotel, chicken shop, jelly deals, and none of them really did great. And I didn't really have any passion for any of that food stuff either. So it was kind of a fairly uphill battle from then on with all the food stuff. Pizza, Bambino, Gravediggers video. Then I'm over at the Rugby World Cup. Then I'm trying chicken wings. It was just, I can totally see if you're looking at that channel, like, you're just like, that channel has kind of lost its way. And I definitely did. I definitely lost my way in terms of the channel over the last few months. But I think I needed to lose I needed to lose you to love me. I needed to lose my way a bit to kind of find my way. And I feel like I found my way now. So, not to get too Dalai Lama on your asses, but that's honestly how I feel. Then it kind of just, we just kind of trickled over the line with a few different videos. I reviewed Conor McGregor's food. Anytime you put Conor McGregor in a thumbnail or a title, it's just got to do well. So that's what I had to do. Then we finished off with the most Christmassy pub in Ireland, and I feel like that was a good one to end on because that's the sort of theme of video that I would like to take into 2024. Like I said that in that video itself. And so let's talk 2024, lads. But before we get into what's to expect in the upcoming year, I just want to give one final shout out this year to my very good friends over at Manscaped. This channel, despite the highs and lows, especially of the last few months, this channel simply would not have carried on without the support from the lads. So why not make your New Year's resolution to stop being a big, dirty, hairy ape downstairs, and let's all up our self-grooming game. The Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is absolutely next level. Their 5th generation lawnmower features 2 interchangeable next-gen skin-safe blade heads. That's a mouthful. And it's also waterproof, so work away in the shower, yeah? This bundle also includes the Weed Whacker 2.0 ear and nose hair trimmer, you know who you are, Crop Soother ball aftershave lotion, and Crop Preserver anti-chafing ball deodorant. Oh, we're going to be in tip-top shape down there in the new year, lads. New year, same me, because I've got my grooming rituals down to a T. But come on, lads, new year, new you in terms of not being a horrible hairy ape downstairs, just like I could sell ice to an Eskimo. So for one last time in 2023, go to manscaped.com, use my code PINTS20 to get 20% off plus free shipping. The link is down in the description. Happy New Year. Okay, so going into 2024, well done if you've stuck at the video this long, because I am just talking shite, but sometimes it's good to just, give an old update. I've loads of different ideas that revolve around pubs. I think the main thing you lads want to see me do, and let me know if you think differently in the comments, but I don't think you want to see me going eating chicken wings or burgers or steaks. And to be honest, I don't want to be doing that either. I feel like I'm in my natural habitat when I go into a pub. I feel like I have some sort of knowledge of what I'm saying because I've visited so many pubs. I'm still an absolute amateur in terms of any proper usable knowledge, but I just feel like, pubs are what I know and what I've built this channel around. And I do think that's what you lads want to see. I had the Guinness Guru show last year, 2022, which I enjoyed. I would like to bring that type of concept back. Not exactly the same, but I would like to do something along the lines of getting guests to maybe bring me to their local or their favorite pub. And obviously it's a little bit more complicated than that, because going into a packed pub with a camera is kind of an awkward thing. You're trying to not get people in a video who don't want to be in it. And you're also trying to find like a quiet corner where you can actually chat to your guests and have a pint. But that sort of thing, getting guests, I'd love to explore like different rural, real scenic pubs, get the drone up in the air. I absolutely love getting these scenic shots. And I also, something I'd like to do would be to incorporate a bit of sport, a bit of rugby, not really sure exactly how. Something like that, maybe going to a match, going to a pub beforehand and seeing what the pint is like in the stadium, that sort of thing. And some of that stuff mightn't even be on the YouTube channel. That might be just on the Instagram and the TikTok, the Facebook. And then I also just want to go back to some of the pubs that I've been to over the years where I've met kind of really interesting characters, owners, and just delve a bit deeper into the kind of history of the pub. And look, it's not going to be super boring stuff, don't worry lads, you know me, I'm not really a history buff, but more so like the story of how these people who are running these incredible pubs, like where they started, what sort of shite they ran into along the way, because I'm sure there was plenty, and just learning a bit more about themselves and how to run at a successful pub. So there you have it lads, 2024, get ready. I'm calling it now that I want to hit 100,000 subscribers. We're on about 61 at the moment. It would be a monumental task, but I believe it's possible. And I believe with the last few months of figuring everything out, I really have a good, clear, clean vision going into 2024. And I think 100,000 subscribers, why not? That's going to do it, lads. Happy New Year to you and yours. And we will see you for some kick-ass content in the new year. All the best.